Welcome to my YouTube channel Ayurveda Basking. In previous video we already see the concept of Sapta Dhatu, Dhatu basic things and name of these 7 Dhatu and their function. Today we discuss about the first Dhatu, that is the Rasa Dhatu, and it is one of the important Dhatu, and a long answer question come from this Rasa Dhatu in university also. Let's start. First we revise our previous Sapta Dhatu. First is the Rasa Dhatu, that is we generally related with the plasma portion that is formed after the food digested by the Agni present inside the body. Then Rasa will form the Rakta, the blood cells, and Rakta after transformation or the respective Dhatu Agni form the Mamsa or the muscular tissue. After Mamsa it formed the Medas, adipose tissue. Then fifth Asthi, bone. Majja is the bone marrow, related with bone marrow, and seventh is the Shukra. These are the 7 Dhatu, Sapta Dhatus we already know working inside the body and very essential supporting pillars of the body tissues in Ayurveda. Let's start discussing the first Dhatu, Rasa Dhatu. In this video, we discuss about the Rasa Dhatu etymology, derivation, location, property, formation, function, and its Updhatu is quantity, site of origin, where it is found. And then Rasa Samvahana, it is one of the important topic that is related with the dosha. Next is the Rasa Vriddhi Lakshana and the Rasa Shaya Lakshana. We already know this flowchart, like you eat any food substance, ahara. After digestion, it will form the Sara and Kitta. This Sara form the Rasa or plasma. After Rasa Agni, it form Rakta. रक्ता अग्नि की हेल्प से बनाएगा मामसा, मस्कुलर टिश्यू. उन मामसा अग्नि will work and form Medas. Then Asthi, Majja and Shukra. This is the process through which respective dhatu get formed from the previous one. First we see the Rasa Dhatu etymology, and its etymology is the Rasa Ras Aswadni, means Rasa Dhatu is originated from the concept of Rasan Aswadana. Rasana is the functioning of taste, and this function is done by our tongue. That's why tongue is also known as the Rasana Indriya. It is also beheld that Rasa Dhatu is the basis of Aswadana by the others Dhatu, because next 6 Dhatu is formed from this Rasa Dhatu. Next is the derivation, or you can say the definition of this Rasa Dhatu. Tatra Rasa Gato Dhatu Ahara Gacchati Iti Attah Rasa, means the Rasa Dhatu, this comes from the root word Gati, and Gati means to move or to transform, or you can say that has gone, means it always movable. Rasa will be always movable. Dhatu which is circulated continuously in the body is called the Rasa. Always moving, that's why it is continuously moving in all parts of the body, and this is the our Rasa Dhatu that is found in every part of the body. Next we see the location of this Rasa Dhatu. In this shloka you can just remember this line. If you learn whole shloka, it's very good. Location is Riddham. Tasya Riddham Sthanam, means Rasa is located inside the heart. Now here is one classification is given. heart is having 24 vessels, 24 blood vessels, so 24 dhamni, and this further divided into 10, 10 and 4. You can say 10 plus 4 rule. This 10 vessels go upward, this 10 vessels go downward, and this 4 go the transverse movement. So rasa is located inside the heart. Heart is having the 24 major arteries. तो जो रसा हार्ट के अंदर होगा वो क्या होगा, इन धमनीज के थ्रू पूरी बॉडी के अंदर क्या हो जाएगा, डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हो जाएगा. 24 धमनीज emerges from the heart, carry the ahara rasa to all parts of the body. 10 goes upward, 10 goes downward, 4 transverse. And what this provide? This provide the tarpana, satisfaction, vardhana, nourishment, and dharana, provide stability. So if your rasa dhatu is not working properly, this function is not occurring in your body properly. Tasya hridyam sthanam. Tasya here is indicating the rasa dhatu. Sthanam is location. So rasa dhatu की location क्या हो गया, हृदयम और हार्ट. स हृदया चतुर्विंशति धमनी means 24 blood vessel. अनुप्रवेशो ऊर्ध्वाग दशा, दसो अधोगामिनी means 10 goes upward, ऊर्ध्व means upward movement, अधो means downward movement, 10 go downward. चत्रश्च तिर्यका, 4 go transverse. And कृत्सन शरीरम अर्हति means they are present all over the body. Due to this 24 dhamni that is emerging from the heart, this rasa dhatu is distributed all part of the body. Krishan Siriram Arhar. And what is this do function? Tarpyati, vardhyati, dharyati, yapyati, cha drishtam hetu ken karmana. Karmana means function. This will do the function like tarpyati, giving the satisfaction, vardhyati, give the nourishment, dharyati, give the stability, yapyati, give the satisfaction. So this is the function of this rasa which is distributed all over the body. Next is the property of rasa dhatu. If we talk about the Panchabhotik constituent, rasa is predominantly of the apa. Apa means water. But due to this water, it is having the dravya guna, means liquidity. And major characteristic of this rasa like the sleshma. Sleshma means the kapha. Okay, rasa is considered as somya. It is related with the somya guna, or you can say muni nature, because of its having the coolness, shita guna, and calmness. It is having the fluidity, specific attribute like snehana. It provide like oiliness, unctuousness. It is jivana, giving life and living. Tarpana, giving the nourishment to body tissues. Dharana, provide the support to the body. Quality of rasa dhatu is nearly same as of kapha dosha, like kapha properties snigdha, shveta, guru, salakshana, pishila. Snigdha means oiliness, shveta means it's like if we relate the color of rasa is something white in color. Then guru means heaviness, because it's predominant of the jala bhuta, and jala having the property of snigdha, guru. Salakshana means smooth, pishchila means sticky nature. So this is the some properties of the rasa dhatu. If you can learn this shloka, it's very good. Sa khlu dravya anusari snehanam जीवनम tarpanam dharana आदि भी विशेषस सौम्य इति अवगम्यते. So it's having the soma mooni nature due to its coolness and calmness, giving snehana oiliness, jeevanam life, tarpana means nourishing, dharana means sporting, and having the dravya nature. This is the specific properties of the rasa dhatu. You can relate it with the plasma portion of your blood, lymph portion, and the interstitial fluid. Next we discuss about the origin of or site of origin of this rasa dhatu. Rasavahanam strotam hridyam moolam dascha dhamnam. It is the very important shloka. For a hard description you can write this shloka, so it is connecting shloka. Rasavahana strotam is heart and the 10 dhamnis. Next is the formation. First things you have to remember, for proper rasa formation you have to eat the proper ahara, because this is the dominating factor in the formation of rasa dhatu. Now we discuss about the characteristic of this ahara. Panch bhotikasya means जो खाना आप खाएंगे there should be presence of 5 bhutas, that is prithvi, apa, agni, vayu and akasha. Next is chaturvidasya means जो आप खाना खाएंगे that should be eat through the 4 method, and the 4 method is the drinking, liking, eating and chewing. It means you have to eat the food properly. Then shad rasasya means it's having the 6 tastes that is described in our Ayurveda: sweet, sour, salty, bitter, acid and astringent. Dvivid viryasya, we accepted the 2 virya, that is the ushna virya, hot potency, and the shita virya. This both should be present in your food. Ashtavid viryasya, due to 8 different guna like snigdha, manda, va anek guna, having the many quality. उपयुक्तम आहारस्य, वो आपका आहार कैसा होगा, पांचभौतिकम होना चाहिए. आपको 4 के 4 मेथड से उसको खाना है. 6 के 6 रसा उसके अंदर होने चाहिए. दोनों वीर्या होने चाहिए, 8 वीर्या होने चाहिए और अदर क्वालिटीज़ भी होनी चाहिए. दिस इज़ द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक फीचर ऑफ योर उपयुक्तम आहारम. फिर उसके बाद आपने क्या करना है, सम्यक परिणतस्य मीन्स उसका अच्छे से डाइजेशन करना है. आपका डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम अच्छे से वर्किंग होना चाहिए. यत तेजोभूत, और डाइजेशन के लिए अग्निभूता तो है इम्पोर्टेंट, तो अग्नि अच्छे से उसके ऊपर काम करेगा तो उसका अच्छा क्या होगा, डाइजेशन होगा. वो जो सारा बनेगा दैट इज़ परम सूक्ष्म मीन्स द वेरी एब्जॉर्बेबल फॉर्म इज़ वेरी सब्टल, वेरी स्मॉल फॉर्म दैट कैन बी ईजिली एब्जॉर्ब is known as the rasa, and this is one of the important shloka. Tatra panchbhotikasya chaturvidhasya षड्रसस्य द्विविधवीर्यस्य अष्टविधवीर्यस्य वा अनेकुणो उपयुक्त आहारस्य सम्यक् परिणतस्य यत् तेजोभूत सार परम सूक्ष्म सा रसा इति उच्यते. And this is the characteristic feature of the ahara you should eat for proper or formation of the rasa dhatu. You can see through diagram also. This is the ahara having all the guna panch bhotik. Also you eat with 4 method, then having the 2 virya and the ashtavirya and anek attribute. Then rasa dhatav agni, it is the agni work on it and form 2 part. One is the Sara portion, another is the Kitta portion. The Sara portion is the precursor for the next dhatu and Kitta form is waste. and rasa waste, or you can say rasa mala is the kapha. When we discuss about the dhatu mala, we discuss these things briefly. Then after this rasa dhatu metabolism, it form updhatu. Updhatu are basically the small structure formed after dhatu, and these things do not undergo further transformation, but they are formed from the dhatu. So upadhatu, like dhatus, resembles like dhatu, but it does not undergo further transformation. And this topic we also study in the next video. Two updhatu form from the rasa dhatu. One is the breast milk, stanyam. Another is the menstruation blood, artava. So ahara rasa, after the rasa dhatu agni transform into to sara and kitta part. Sara further form the precursor for the rakta dhatu. Kitta form the dhatu mala, that is rasa dhatu mala is the kapha. And rasa dhatu metabolism form the upadhatu. This updhatu divide into two: breast milk, that is the stanyam, and the menstruation blood, artava. Formation of the rasa dhatu. First, Jataragni digests the food and ahara rasa is formed. Ahara rasa is absorbed from the grihani. Grihani is here indicated the small intestine, and brought to the heart, because rasa dhatu origin is the हार्ट. तो गृहिणी पर ऑब्जॉर्व होने के बाद कहाँ चला जाएगा? हार्ट के पास. इन हार्ट रस धातु अग्नि ट्रांसफॉर्म द पोषक रस धातु इनटू द पोष्या. इन प्रीवियस वीडियो वी ऑलरेडी डिस्कस दिस टर्म. पोषिका मीन्स द अनस्टेबल फॉर्म, that is circulating form. Poshya is the stable form, static form. Then from the heart pump into the rasavaha dhamni and circulated into the whole body, because just we discuss heart having the 24 dhamni, and through this 24 dhamni this rasa is circulated inside or in whole of the body. Next we discuss about the function of this rasa dhatu is tushti preenanam rakta pushti bhistu rasa. This is also one of the important shloka. It gives the tushti, gratification, preenana, satisfaction, and the nourishment. It provides nourishment, then gives satisfaction and the gratification. This is the function of the rasa dhatu. Then already we discussed it is having the two updhatu, rasat, stanyam, tato raktam. One is the breast milk and second is the artava, rakta, menstruation blood. This is the two updhatu of the rasa dhatu. Then we discuss the parmana. Parmana means the क्वांटिटी, कि कितना रसा बॉडी के अंदर होता है. एक्चुअली अकॉर्डिंग टू चरक संहिता इट इज़ गिवन 9 अंजलि परमाना ऑफ दिस रसा धातु, बट आचार्य सुश्रुता से दैट धातु दोषा एंड मला वी कांट गिव देम अ प्रॉपर क्वांटिटी, because they can change due to climatic factor or some metabolism factor, so we can't decide their proper quantity. But in our Charak Samhita it is mentioned rasa dhatu having the 9 anjali. Anjali is the cup-like structure formed by the two arms, or you can say one anjali is the one handful of person. Next is the rasa samvahana. Rasa samvahana means the circulation of rasa dhatu from heart to periphery and periphery to heart. This is a good shloka. If you can learn, it is very important. If you don't learn, then please remember the matter of this shloka. व्यानेन रस धातु ही विक्षेपिनो चित कर्मणा युगपत सर्वतो देहे देहे विक्ष्यते सदा अक्षिप्म्यानं खवे गुणयाद रसम सज्जते यत्र रसा तस्मिन् विकारम कुरुते खे वर्षमेव तोयत. मीन्स व्याना, Actually vata having 5 division, and one of the division is the vyana vata. Vyana vata, and location of this vyana vata is the also heart. Due to the vyana vata, this rasa, and we already know rasa dhatu or origin is also hridaya. So with this vyana vata, this rasa is circulated all over the body, and this is the rasa samvahana. Rasa dhatu spread the body simultaneously by constant propulsive action of vyana vata. और vyana vata लोकेशन कहाँ होगा? हार्ट के अंदर होता है. देन इट ऑल्सो डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड टू द एवरी पार्ट ऑफ द बॉडी. व्यानेन रस धातु ही विक्षेपिनो चित्कर्मणा. ओके, थ्रू दिस vyana vata रस धातु इज distributed all over the body. अक्षिप्यमाणं खवेत गुणयाद रसम सज्जते यत्र सा means अक्षिप्यमाणं खवेत. ख is represent the space, or you can say the shrotas. If this rasa is obstruction, due to this obstruction of the spaces or rasa, it can cause the disease. Whenever obstruction occurs due to the Shrotas anomaly, disease is precipitated there, or disease can occur, and this is related with the rain that formed out of the obstructed cloud in sky. This is the simile given here. So you can learn the matter. What is the rasa samvahana? It is a circulation of the rasa dhatu from heart to periphery and periphery to heart. With addition effect of the vyana vata, it is simultaneously distributed all over the body. If in their path obstruction is occurred due to the Shrotas anomaly, it can cause the disease. Next is the vriddhi lakshana of rasa dhatu. We already know rasa guna is same of the sleshma, means kapha. So rasa vriddhi lakshana is also same like of the sleshma. When kapha is increased in the body, same feature is caused, same disturbances is occur as occur in the rasa vriddhi. Sleshma agni sadan parsheka alasya gorvam shvete shete sthal angadam swase kasya ati nidrita. Sleshma agni sadan. Agni sadan means dyspepsia, or you can say loss of appetite. Prasheka means increased salivation. Alasya means idleness, very lethargy feeling. Gorva means heaviness. Shvete means pallor. You can see this. This is normal hand and this is the pallor palm, and this is the excessive pallor palm. Shvete means feeling of coldness, because you already know coldness is the feature of rasa. If rasa increase, coldness also increase. And pallor, rasa is white in color. If rasa dhatu is increased, pallorness increase the body. Sthal angada, laxity of the organ. Swasa dyspnea. Swasa dyspnea. This is the coldness. This is swasa. Kasa cough occur, and the ati nidrita, oversleep. Sleshma agni sadan parsheka alasya gorvam shvete shete sthal angatvam swase kase ati nidrita are the rasa vriddhi lakshana. Next is the rasa shaya lakshana. Rase rokshyam. Rokshyam means the dryness in the skin. Shrima means exhaustion. Shosho means emaciation. Galani means debility. Here it is the nervous stability. Sabd asahishnata means aversion toward the sound. Rase rokshyam sharmam sosho glani shabdas ashugunsta. So this is the rasa shaya lakshana. Here we conclude our video. Okay, thank you.